Guys, what's up? Obviously, my name is Walterooski.
I'm Walter.
That's my dad, the original Walter. You can call him Walt. We we're going to react to Eyes Like the Sky here in a few moments, but I thought it would be very interesting to give this man a taste of vomiting on that thing.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to vom on that thing.
Do I need a barf bag or something?
You shouldn't.
Okay.
Though, the universe will be murdered.
A good Boy Scout's always prepared.
Yeah, of course. So basically, this is what we're going to do. We're going to react to the Han-Tyumi suite, the video portion.
Do we know what Han-Tyumi means?
I mean, so you'll see, but if you'll notice, it spells out humanity.
Han.
Yeah, if you rearrange that,
I gotcha.
It's Han-Tyumi.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of just jump in raw dog. I'm going to let my dad pause as he goes. Dad is going to be in charge of the pause.
Uh-oh. That's a big responsibility, son.
Yeah, so when something stands out...
Do we want a Cicero?
A Cicero.
A Cicero.
So yeah, we're going to hit the play button on this thing. Before I do, it's just very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I and we are abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out, and if you really like what you see, leave a comment or join us on Twitch. These people over here are actually the best people. They just want to listen to good music with you, let you know that you matter, and so do we. Guys, without further ado, let's introduce Dad to Han-Tyumi as he murders the universe. Here we go.
I'm so nervous.
It's a little weird. And if you guys hear sound problems, do let me know.
Han-Tyumi and the murder.
Yep.
Impertinent and ignorant.
I can't believe I'm watching this video.
Cold, contrite coward. Digitized satellite.
Let's bomb on that thing.
Augmented entities. Unremembered body.
You see what I mean by psychedelia?
Yeah.
The world fades to black.
Snog.
Digital black.
The intro here kind of reminds me of a 007 movie. Kind of you're moving into the digital Yep.
Yeah, where he turns and
he throws the gun,
yeah.
And it's got the little old school font on
Yeah,
the screen.
Like a digital alarm clock.
Yep. I remember those days.
Welcome to an altered future.
Very psychedelic.
Yeah. B-52 kind of thing.
Did you say a B-52?
It's kind of like a Love Shack kind of thing going on there. The rhythm, not the lyrics.
I'm gonna have to listen to it a little bit more.
Love.
Listen.
It's a little funky.
For sure. Stu is known for filleting the microphone.
Filleting? I know what it is. You didn't have to tell me that. I also know what that is. It's kind of got a little punk.
For sure.
From like the 80s, maybe? I can pinpoint a band that should sound like it.
Which one?
Malcolm in the Mirrors.
Chat, Dad says this sounds like...
It's a Christian rock group that I listened to when I was about 17.
Malcolm in the Mirrors.
Malcolm in the Mirrors, and they're kind of a... kind of
similar sound?
Yeah.
Their guitar straps bother me because they're always
Uptight.
askew.
Yeah. Uptight on the neck.
You know when
Or
the
loose.
seatbelt jumbles?
Yeah.
It's what they do with their guitar straps.
The last who feels the pain from the
Okay.
wound. The last bleed breath from the flesh of the wound.
You can see the lyrics
To
from
die
there.
from this altered place. There must be more I can embrace.
The harmonica. They do things with the harmonica that you've never even thought of. Well, now I'm wondering.
No.
Nope. Not the key.
Nope.
I think the lyrics will pop up when Han-Tyumi comes in. Here you go.
Hello, my name is Han-Tyumi. I am a cyborg.
A cyborg.
Yep,
Or,
he's a cyborg.
If you may call it that. In a world that is dense and black, created without a desire to draw breath, without a desire to have being, without a yearning just to be. He'd like my desire back, my life back, my soul back, my humanity. Oh, how I long for it. For an era I have meditated, like the primordial Buddha beneath the body. My pseudo-mind, pseudo-wonder. I climbed and I clambered, and I...
You've done psychedelics, right?
I have. Don't tell your mom that.
I won't. I mean, Mom's watching this.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I was going to say,
She knows.
but I mean, yeah, she knows I did too. But does this not just scream
It
at
does.
you
It's
like
very psychedelic.
this would be something, you know?
I ambled upon some understanding. The gold beneath the virtual rainbow.
Rainbow.
I'm bereft of two human things. Two things that a cyborg can never do. Two things that I strive for. Two things between myself and mankind. Death and the vomit.
He just,
So, I'm thinking about a cyborg. What is a cyborg? It just runs off a program, right? It's not AI like
my
we have
understanding
today.
is that a cyborg is like all robot but sentient.
But does it have a brain? Does it have like a Intel processor kind of brain?
That part I would be ill-equipped to be able to
I don't
answer.
know. Anybody got any take on that?
I mean, I'd be interested to hear what you guys think of the terms of cyborg are. My understanding is that it is purely machine, but also sentient.
What are we gonna do when AI is creating our music for us?
You are gonna love King Gizzard and the Magic Wizard. You're gonna love King Gizzard and the Magic Wizard.
I think it's cool, you know, if you come into a genre that you like and you want to hear some fresh music, you got a little app on your phone, AI music or whatever, and you say, hey, I want to hear something fresh, and all of a sudden it just pops something fresh in that it created.
So apparently they're saying it is Android is full robot AI. Cyborg is a human transformed into a robot.
Gotcha.
So Han-Tyumi is a cyborg. He fuses with his creation to become a machine.
Gotcha.
I want the perspiration. I
Basically
want
what
the
we're going to do
nausea.
in the future. Right?
Yeah.
I want to be sick. I want to feel the hot, piquant nuggets. I wanted to find passage through my cold figure. I want to make a mess. I want the odor. I want the spectacle. And I want it again. I want it all. And I would like to die. A noble death. Or a coward's death. A hero's death. Or a lonely death. To die in the arms of a lover. Or the arms of an alien. I desire my catch of experience to pulsate through my quasi-synapses, and then to be gone. expired, perished, fallen, dead. Forever.
So in this context, I didn't really think about this before, but I feel like in the context that he's a cyborg, like a human that altered himself, like I never considered before that Han-Tyumi is an altered beast in and of himself, but in this context, it's like he gave himself immortality, and then hated it.
Yeah.
And just wanted...
Now you get to spend the rest of your life miserable.
He spent the whatever amount of time so far removed from human emotion or substance or whatever that he ends up wanting the hard part of humanity just because it's gone. Yeah. He gets immortality and wants to die.
Yeah.
And throw up.
We all do the same thing. Once we get it, we don't want it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's all Han-Tyumi, anagram for humanity. Yeah, eyes like the sky's coming after this.
I built a machine, a human machine.
Yeah.
I made it with steel and soy-protein.
Soy-Protein.
Yeah.
The DNA little strand going
Yeah, the
across
double
there.
helix.
Yeah.
Born from a test tube.
That's
And
what my
into a
questions were
vat
on last week.
to live in time.
Really?
And to die just like that.
So
A little Judas Priest rumble going on there.
yeah, I never thought in my head to compare him to Judas, but for sure. This is back in the days when Giz had 2 drummers, and now they just have one of the remaining drummers who's better than everybody that might be alive today.
Kind of a little Rush sound there too.
A little bit.
I think the voice maybe.
When he screams, when he does his woo thing, there's definitely some element of a Geddy Lee thing there. Their
And
dynamics.
when I declared to my design, like Frankenstein's monster, I am your father, I am your god, and use the magic that I conjure.
Luke, I'm your father.
The thankless swine, the blasphemous jerk. My creature had no love for me, which made me berserk.
He hated me.
Is
I
the-
created him, and he hates me.
Is that what being a dad is like? You create me from your loins, and then
he hates
the
me.
blasphemous jerk.
Actually, you know, it's kind of funny because we have a different relationship now than we had when he was younger, and it's cool because when I was growing up, I didn't have a real good relation, or I thought I didn't, with my mom and dad. But as I got older, I grew to appreciate some of the things that they did and sacrifices they make. And I think that's part of the maturity that we all go through. When I know you had a different opinion about me and mom at different times in your life, but as you grow up, you realize you have more.
You age, you mature, you're like,
you have more of a baseline.
I wasn't always the victim.
Oh no.
Sometimes I was a schmuck.
I was a shit sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I really sucked at being a human.
And you don't get a manual with parenting.
Or
and
being
me and
a
my
human.
wife have talked. Me and moms talk about this a lot. You know, we hate raising adult children because you have to watch them make the mistakes. You can't tell them because they're adults. You can share your perspective on it, but at the end it's up to them, and you have to watch your kids make mistakes. And it's hard, but the bottom line is you have to be there with your kids in their mistakes, and through their mistakes, and you have to let them make it. They're theirs to make. We made ours. Now you get to make yours, and so on.
and then you get caught by when it all falls apart.
Yep. And it's like, you know, you just watch it happen. You know it's going to happen because you've seen it over and over again in different scenarios. But at some point, you're like, I told you so.
What was one of the hardest parts about raising an adult child?
When I take a trip down to Tennessee.
Ooh.
Because that's where I related with you on...
When my life fell apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had the same things happen in my life, but I knew that the direction.
Yeah. No, that's for sure.
But you have to look at things like a learning lesson, and we talked about this earlier. What good is something that's real damaging to your life if you can't find something in it that's going to help you in the future? It has to. That mistake has to be worth something to you. You have to find good in that mistake and to be able to move past it.
Like walking away from a band that's successful.
Yeah, that too. And that's okay because that wasn't you.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to be able to be, the authentic you. And I think when we all figure that out and quit trying to fix everybody else, we become the unique persons that we are, and it's okay for people to be different.
Yeah. No, I
don't
totally
have to agree with that. I know you do.
I'm yeah, you're preaching to the choir.
I know.
You're dropping wisdom on the chat.
No.
My creature had no love for me,
I love you.
which made me uncertain.
I am covered in vomit.
Ooh.
I am coated in sin.
Is that why there's green on the screen?
Yeah. So I think we're hearing the Soy-Protein talking right now.
I am covered in vomit. I am coated in sick. I have no name and no place. This is no way to live.
So I took over my creation, the spew-coated protein. I plugged myself in and became one with machine.
I don't feel blessed with the vomit in my chest. Coffin. See what I mean about filleting the mic?
Yeah. That's kind of gross.
I'd pay to be that microphone. I don't know.
With green vomit coming out of it.
I'd pay to be covered in the sick.
The spatter becomes a spray, the spray becomes a stream, and the stream becomes a waterfall. Munt is finally cascading from my input. The creeping sick moves from my breath and into my heart, where it is pumped to every inch of my body. I feel it snake through the knots of my deepest veins and leads through the walls of my cells. It leads through the pores of my skin, and it smells good. It drops from my crotch onto the floor, and with a heavy slap it hits the ground and spreads inside.
You remember when Rhea threw up and into her hands and splats it all on the ground? That was when he said it splats. That was what I heard in my head. That
I remember the fling off of her fingers.
And with a heavy slap it hits the ground and spreads inside my body.
Is yucky.
Pressure is too great, and like some ancient geyser I erupt. My head hits the roof and my body breaks apart with the force of the liquid blast. Vomit bomb. Chunky shrapnel tears through everything around me. I'm vomiting. I grow into spurs. Bleeding through walls, I force myself upon others. I slide up legs and crawl down throats. I integrate. I'm double, triple. I'm 10 times the size. I turn lakes into porridge and buildings into bile.
And buildings into bile.
Valleys with vomit torrents. Castles crumble in landslides and I munch the rubble. It tastes good. 10,000 times bigger. I seep into power sockets and travel along the wires at the speed of light across vast electrical networks. I am electric. I am on fire. This is...
Describe to me what you think is happening right now. In your words.
He's shorting out. I don't know.
So, he's vomiting.
He's vomiting.
It's gone into his insides. Mm-hmm. He's vomiting so much that it's making him bigger and bigger.
But he's a cyborg, right?
Correct. But
so he's got a vomit hematoma, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's vomiting to the point that he is like, it's leaving his body and like infecting everybody else around him. Obviously turning buildings to bile and lakes to porridge.
That's a mess.
So for sure. Not easy to clean.
No.
In this context, we are watching the vomit
Fall.
Yeah. We're seeing what becomes of the vomit.
Is this supposed to be like a political video? I'm just asking.
It's a Giz record, so yes and no.
I mean, I think about System of a Down. That's all that political mess. When toxicity.
Yeah, they are very much a band of politics in terms of
Speaking of what's going on around
socioeconomics, environmentalism, things like that. For sure.
Sex. I'm every one and every 0. 1 million. I am supercharged, flaming, puke, storming every cell, molecule and atom I can find. And cancer. I am flying. I am a rainbow unfurling across the sky.
A rainbow of vomit.
I am omni. 500 million. The world is my interior. It no longer skins. It is altered. My density forces me outward. I am in orbit. 1 billion. I am Saturn's rings and Jupiter's storm.
A vomit.
I am the weather. I am the sun's heat. I am the night sky.
All of this from vomiting.
500 billion.
I think it's kind of like a cancer. You know,
he is cancer.
I read that, but
Yeah.
I think that's what we become when we just spew crap.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a choice that
Humanity is spewing vomit
Everywhere,
and
I
it's
know.
killing the universe.
I know. It's bad.
It's such an interesting, and to their point, I would say that this is more of a lore album designed to be an allegory to make you think. I don't think necessarily it's a political album. I would agree with Sky in saying that LW is probably that, or Rat's Nest are probably their most political. Rat's Nest being more of an environmentalist thing. LW kind of being an array of them. Omnium did have a few political songs as well.
I think it's kind of funny because I follow a lot of Elon Musk stuff, and he's talked about this neural balance. It's a little implant that you can get in your brain, and it's supposed to change. You can have different functions.
People are playing video games with it.
Well, I've heard that of people that have handicaps that don't have any feeling in their legs and stuff like that. It's beneficial to them. But I think this is talking about where we're heading in the future.
For sure. Like I said, it's like dystopian foreshadowing for in an essence. But I will also say I've seen somebody get a nuke on Call of Duty. A nuke is like 25 kills in a row by playing with the neural link because they don't have to.
They don't have to think about it. It's a reaction. It's something your mind. Because the link between your mind and your hand, there's a delay. But when the neural link is working, it happens faster because it's ready.
For sure. Yo, lost frijoles. I hope you find your frijoles. Welcome to the Rooskies.
All the system is new. To the Cooper belt and beyond, I fill the void. Exploding sun's comet comets. Comet's vomit acid rain.
Vomit comet.
Spilled milk over the Milky Way. 1 trillion. The stars are myself, racing faster outwards, upwards, downwards, inwards, losing track of my place in the vomit verse.
The vomit verse?
Universe.
I am heavy. I am gravity. Nebulous pregnant with dark hole safe and first of expansion. I shoot arrows of time in all directions. I am a black hole shitting into the void. I go through the skin of perception and into the next nonillion. The cosmic microtone background becomes transparent, like rising down. One soaks into the walls of the cosmos and it topples like soggy breath. I am dark energy accelerating. Multiverse, entanglement, and time. Centurion, time missing. Critical density, contraction, singularity, everything and nothing, life and death, murder of the universe.
So,
That was an experience.
That was an experience,
That was
right?
An experience, yeah.
That's the. You remember the synth pop song I had on earlier?
Yep.
That's the same band.
Yep. It don't sound like
It doesn't sound like it at all.
No.
That is 100%, I think, what makes Giz
unique.
very special. So, again, you can have songs like this where it's kind of hilarious, like dystopian, like almost comical in the what it's presenting. The musicians, like, they played all of those instruments.
I think that the verbiage they used in that is pretty spot on for today, though.
For sure.
I mean, it's
if you think that it tells stories of today, their catalog is something that would speak to you, especially if in the event that you're like, I would say, like, I don't know, Rat's Nest is probably huge. But there's a lot at my first Giz concert. They played Murder of the Universe straight into Sense. Oh man, Sense is like.
Was the video being played while they played it? Was it a live video?
Their video, when they do the live shows, they have the narration on the screen behind them, so you know what Han-Tyumi is saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole thing about what they do is nothing else that they do is like this.
That's
like,
definitely unique.
Yeah, like I'd never heard anything like it before.
And I guess I can appreciate, unique groups more than just the run of the mill pop or whatever. I think I've listened to more unique groups over the years that kind of speak to me in different ways or about my life or whatever, and resonate with that. But you get some of the pop music and it's just
it's garbo.
It's just crap.
Yeah,
It don't speak to you.
On this channel, we've had a really big discussion on the concept of content versus art.
There's a big difference. For
sure. And you see so many people make content and not necessarily art. The reason Giz is so fun to me, for multiple reasons, but they make art, not content. Like, they are the band for the people. So when, like I was saying at breakfast, like when they put an album out, or like when they put out artwork, or they do concerts, they like give those stems to all of the people. People make their own bootlegs of like the shirts, and they encourage it,
And something like this, I like it because it speaks to me just in the way that we're seeing what's going on around us. Mm-hmm. I like the original content, just speaking out on what they see. It resonates with me. I can read that and listen to it and know that
you can make abstract connections because you can see the world around you.
Yeah.
They present allegory, and it's not difficult to connect those dots.
And this is thought-provoking stuff. These lyrics aren't something that your everyday kid's going to listen to or even understand, but they cause you to think about our future, our direction of our world, our cosmos, whatever.
Is humanity creating a vomit coffin for itself?
And I think we have.
Yeah,
I agree with it. We have. We've made
Earth has been deformed.
We can't be who we are.
Right, without question. So, yeah, guys, that is the original Walter's introduction to Han-Tyumi and the Murder of the Universe. We're going to take a brief pit stop at Mars, and then we're going to go listen to Eyes Like the Sky, which, again, I'm very interested because while Murder of the Universe stands out kind of like this, where it's not quite metal, not quite psychedelia, not quite a number of things, Mars for the Rich is almost purely like punk thrash metal, and then you get spaghetti western.
Spaghetti western.
So, guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best, and until we see you next, be introspective and consider the birds.
Absolutely.
Goodbye.